What's going on, guys? It's me, Bailey, on the flip side of the camera this time, introducing my boy Quinn here from Team the Sharks, doing his Battle Sister deck profile. There hasn't been like a super lot of Battle Sister in our area. I feel like it's only like Quinn.
Hell yeah.
But it'll be good to. Yeah, there's not really that many players in our area.
We got 8 people. We're good.
Yeah, 8
players in your area.
hot single players in our area. But yeah, let's get right into the deck, and you can explain some of your choices.
Yeah,
if it's just a stock OTT lesson, you can just go right through it.
Of course, yeah. Well, some of it's different. So I got Battle Sister Waffle for my starter. I don't run the new one because this is better in the early game, and this deck is best run when you're dominating the early game. At least I think so. There's 2 ways you can run it.
I agree with that.
For grade 3s, we got 4 of this new card, Battle Sister Florentine. That's it for the grade 3s, honestly. It's been fine for me. Sometimes I have to G-assist, but it's way better to have more grade 2s, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like your deck has a stable enough early game with all the early draw and stuff to where you don't need that many grade 3s in your deck, because it just seems like dead draw.
100%.
Yeah.
With the grade 2s, this is where you're going to rush. We got 3 12Ks. Didn't make room for the 4th, but that's fine. This is the best grade 2. We got 4 of this baby, Battle Sister Sable. She is when you call her and you have 3 other Battle Sisters, you Soul Blast a Battle Sister to draw a card. That's obviously why you want to rush. You get a giant field and maintain hand.
Yeah.
And then
you pretty much don't neg for going for aggressive because all your cards will let you net cards from your hand.
Oh yeah. Then we got 4 10Ks as well.
Obviously, if you're playing an aggressive deck, you know, you gotta
yeah, it's pretty good, but I haven't really faced many rush decks with it, so like it's not as defensive as people say it is, but I mean it's another Battle Sister grade 2. It's things put in there. Rounding out the grade 2s, we have this overhyped expensive card and 2 of these because I don't have more of this. Ideally, these are 2 more Cocottes, but it's been working out fine. You don't really need the extra card that she gains you in the early game. It's just an added bonus.
Yeah, I feel like this card's better because it just alright, so yeah, you have to neg yourself a card, but it gets +5, and if it hits, you draw 2, like, and then you discard 1, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's still good because it applies like early game pressure still, like you said, and that's like kind of what your build of the deck wants to accomplish. It's applying early game pressure.
That's why I run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like your deck inherently just has good late game pressure because, you know, stupid shreds that shouldn't exist, but
and for the grade 1s now, we have 4 of the Battle Sister Stride Fodder. I mean, obviously you need that.
Yeah.
Then we run 1 of this Stride Fodder. It's because I'm running only 4 grade 3s. You want to have chances to stride, and this is the perfect amount. I always have either somehow another grade 3 or like 2 Stride Fodder, so it's good.
Plus, it's also SP. So
and I pulled the SP
yeah,
pack.
it's SP, of course.
So you have a higher chance of winning just because that card is SP.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Hear that, Vanguard community? Buy out all the SPs.
And we have 4 Perfect Guard, obviously. There's really nothing to say about that. 4 10K attackers. It's good for your grade 2 rush because you can hit other things with it by itself. That's all that needs to be said about that.
Not only that, but it makes it like more of a live card for your bigger stride plays. Because like it's essentially a grade 2 10K. Like when you think about it, it just can't intercept.
Rounding out the grade 1s, we have 2 of this card. It's another one of these, but it costs a Soul Blast, which is pretty garbage to be honest. The only reason I run it is because it's the next best option. Plus, it has a resist, which is pretty much good against Blade Master. I haven't fought any yet though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't. The other one I would run is what's the grade 1 called? Coco, right?
Yeah, Coco.
I just don't want to run that because it's 6K. Sometimes it's problematic.
You don't want to ride it, like, ever. And I mean, I feel like this is gonna be good in the later sets because of the Link Joker stuff. So
yeah, it'll be pretty alright.
Yeah.
Now we're on to the triggers. I run 4 Psychic Bird because it draws a card. 4 Battle Sister Crit.
Because it's Battle
Double
Sister.
rare because Battle
Crit.
Sister. We got 4 of this. This card is absolutely perfect. It's a crit that goes back to the deck, and it's your main countercharge engine, and it's all you need. You do countercharge a lot, or you do counterblast a lot, but this just you attack and countercharge too. So
yeah, and it applies pressure by giving +3 to any of your Battle Sister rear guards, or any unit rather, I should say.
Oh yeah, the +3 is actually really good.
Yeah.
Like I get to magic numbers a lot with this card.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
That's what you need, especially the magic.
And 4 heals.
Oh wow! Can you tell me why you played 4 heal triggers?
See,
That's
I
very
don't play
interesting
3 because I think it's a little
finicky.
It's not there. Yeah, I don't play 2. It's a little clunky. Definitely don't play 1.
Yeah,
so,
you'll never see
I
it
feel
at
like
1.
4 is a good number.
4 is a good number. In addition to healing and damage, it also synergizes well with your G Guardians.
Oh yeah, true.
That's really important.
You'll see those. You'll see those later. On to the G zone. This bad bitch right here. All right.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you about this card. You know how you run grade zeros? Well, you don't anymore.
Well, you don't anymore. You don't have to play G guards. That's 4 cards out of your G zone, just gone.
This needs to be at 4. I like going into it first stride 2 for the draw 2. It helps me survive against decks that are really good, that provide pressure on first stride. Anyways, then if I use it on first stride, I get rid of 2. I still have 2 options to use it later in the game, so I feel like that's fine anyways. After that, we have 4 Stalin.
Stalin.
It's, I'd say, the next best card in here. It's what you go into when you're out of these. It stacks your deck, or if you don't have any soul, because it gives you a soul charge as well. What's really good is this and the grade 3. If you stride on top of it and you have 2, or even if you don't, if you only have 1 counterblast, right? This gives all of your rear guards +3, and this gives all of your rear guards +3 at GB3. So if you have a 12k grade 2 boosted by a 7k, that's a 31k column. Pretty much magic numbers.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good.
After that, we have strides that aren't so good, but I run them for utility. We have this for when I don't have counterblast. It's really good. You soul blast 1. You check the top of your deck equal to the amount of battle stitches you have and add 1 to your hand.
Right.
And then I run this for when I don't have counterblast, but I also have the crit that countercharges, because her skill activates during the battle phase. She nets you more cards. After first stride though, these are garbage, you don't want to go into them. I run him because he has an extra crit, but I've never got into him. I don't need him.
I feel like this card's good if you're like really getting fucked. Like, and then you just go this and you're like, okay, stride skill, draw 5.
Yeah, it's like if your opponent's getting like kind of lucky in healing and they're winning the game already, he has a crit.
Like they're pecking out your they're pecking out all the cards in your hand, and you kind of just need to go this after you've run out of your, obvious stupid card.
Pretty much, yeah. On to the G Guardians. This is pretty much the only way you should be running it. 1 of this, 3 of this, and 1 of this. Alright, let me explain it. This is nuts. It gets +10 almost
$30.
automatically. You soul charge 1, that's alright, and then you look at the top card, put it on the top or the bottom. Perfect, because you can get a heal trigger. This is absolutely nuts in any OTT deck. You draw a card, reveal a top card of your deck, and if it's a grade 1 or higher, it gets +5. This card's garbage. I've never gone into this shit. This card, you can read it. It's this, but so much worse. Yeah, you look at the top 2, but it's too much. So I would replace this with another one of these, even though I think 1 is fine, just to have to.
What the fuck?
And then I run this because it's gold.
Alright, that's cute. Alright, well, thank you for doing the deck profile for the channel, Quinn. And we will be back with DJ Dan the Man 21's ZTV deck profile.